Spice bag that ass up on Scrappy. Like a motherfucker U-Haul. What have I been up to? Child, what haven't I been up to? We got the bistro, we got press at home with me and Kirk. Everything is good. I ain't gonna talk about the sex, y'all be popping. But know that action is all it is.
What do you mean?
You backed that ass up.
No, y'all just trying to
I was over here grabbing the thigh. I was like, do it. Do it.
I got turned on a little bit, but I had to control myself. You got turned on to Scrappy?
Amy Lou Chad, I know you don't want the Scrizzies all up in that E-Naives, do you? Girl, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. I thought you and Bambi was friends, girl.
We gotta get a celebration shot for the pull-up king. I need a double shot.
Come on, let's get it.
Tensions were running high at the most recent Love and Hip Hop Atlanta gathering, but that was nothing compared to the drama that broke out when Spice backed up to Scrappy during her performance. It was supposed to be a lighthearted moment. Bambi felt insulted and hurt after witnessing Spice, her lifelong competitor, so near her husband. In the following scene, Bambi confronted Spice backstage and was furious. "Why did you do that?" Bambi asked, her voice tight with annoyance. Spice, without concern, "I just shrugged, gal." You need to unwind when having fun, but Bambi was unable to do so because her feelings of envy, insecurity, and years of tension boiled over in a moment. She thought Spice was purposefully going too far, pushing the limits of her relationship with Scrappy. After seeing the heated fight, Jasmine intervened to calm things down. "You should talk to Scrappy instead of Spice," she advised, but Bambi was already agitated and took her wrath out on Jasmine. "Why are you now siding with her?" Bambi repressed her feelings, allowing them to spiral out of control. She wasn't only frustrated with. The room sank into an uncomfortable stillness as everyone stopped using Spice. Spice, aware of Bambi's suffering, moved aside as Jasmine attempted to defuse the situation, but Bambi was too shaken and upset to listen. Spice and Scrappy's fun exchange had descended into a full-blown tantrum, and she left everyone wondering whether the drama was just getting started as she walked away with the burden of unspoken thoughts on her shoulders.
You need to stop popping up. Like,
Do you know me?
no, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I don't
Get out my face, ho.
know you.
She doing too much, dude.
You don't want to know you.
Me don't care, bitch.
So everybody, this is Jasmine.
That's Rashida's job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Josh.
Hey Jasmine, how you doing?
Me and Tiara cool, I ain't gonna lie. I invited her, but I ain't know Tiara was gonna bring Jasmine. Why Jasmine gotta use my party to pop up? Damn, I'm feeling like this is deja vu.
You don't know me?
Do I? Bro, I'm out of here, bro.
I already knew you was gonna do that.
Yo, who else coming in here next? Is KD finna walk in this motherfucker, man?
Everybody sees standoffish. Nobody wants to talk about.
I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the vibes.
I'm not going to play that, so I'm not going to stand here and act like it's okay. I don't think it's okay.
I came here to talk to Rashida woman to woman so that my son's father can finally step up and be a part of his life. But she's nowhere to be found. And as usual, her friends want to attack me.
I don't think neither one of us knew that Kirk was gonna be here.
Kirk and Jack are friends, so obviously you know Kirk is going to be here, and what if Rashida is here?
Obviously, we didn't, though.
You just need to stop popping up. Like,
Do you know me?
no, I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I don't
Get out my face,
I
ho.
don't know you.
She doing too much, dude.
You don't want to know you.
Me don't care, bitch.
Oh, you that car, bitch.
Hey, time out, listen. I done came about this salon up here to Cobb County with these white folks, and y'all ain't about to do this. Cobb County, they out here ready for this. I ain't want none of y'all to go to jail tonight, all right?
I don't have nothing to say to Jasmine. I've been sending my child support checks, so I don't know why she felt the need to pop up here, and I'm not sticking around to find out. I just got back in the house. I'm not trying to do anything to mess that up.
Tia, bringing Jasmine into the fold right now, everybody feels some type of way.
But why would you have a problem with me, but you don't have a problem with him?
I'm just ready to go.
Kirk was like Houdini. He ain't just fucking wrong. He up here ducking wrong too. Got the fuck out of. Ain't nobody see him. But I don't blame Kirk though. He felt the heat. I felt the heat. Nobody wanted none of that spice that was going on.
I'm the invite.
I just wanted to be cool, I promise you.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Bye, yeah, girl. Bye, bitch. Nobody gives a little skinny.
Fans were surprised and silent throughout that moment. No one could have foreseen the explosive altercation between Spice, a fiery Jamaican dancehall artist, and Jasmine Washington, a woman with ties to rapper Scrappy and an already turbulent history in the ATL scene. The scene was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the world of love and hip-hop in Atlanta, but the tension was high. Spice, known for her unapologetic attitude and larger-than-life persona, had been dealing with a number of issues. Nothing could have prepared her for the emotional maelstrom that was about to happen, including her personal life, job, and of course, the turmoil with her co-stars. Despite the fact that there was an underlying sense of frustration that had been simmering for weeks, Jasmine's past relationships with Scrappy and the way she carried herself in the group had earned her both admiration and contempt for Spice. Jasmine was sitting with Spice when the situation rapidly escalated. There was a discussion, and the tension in the room was evident as Jasmine made a remark that seemed to strike a chord. The other women sat in uncomfortable quiet, realizing that things were going to get worse. Spice, who never wanted to hold back, spoke sharply, her words cutting each statement with an intensity that left little space for compromise or discussion. Never one to back down, Jasmine gave a thoughtful response. The back and forth swiftly became heated, and it was evident that time seemed to stop for a moment, as if the reality of what had just happened hadn't quite hit them. The two women had reached a boiling point in their conflict, which was no longer about words, but about past grievances and the deeper-rooted frustrations that had been bubbling beneath the surface for too long. Then, in an instant, Spice, who had been visibly agitated by Jasmine's tone, snapped. She reached out and slapped Jasmine across the face. Sunk in, it was evident that the slap wasn't just a physical altercation, but rather a release of pent-up anger and frustration, a manifestation of the volatile emotions that had been building for months. The room was silent for what seemed like an eternity, and no one knew how to respond. With her face displaying a mixture of shock and disbelief, Spice, equally shocked by her own actions, Jasmine stood frozen, holding her cheek. Mediate in the understanding that they couldn't go back in time. There was a brief silence between the two women before Spice finally spoke, but her words lacked the usual confidence. I just couldn't take it anymore. Jasmine, still processing what had just happened, was the first to speak. Her voice was quiet, though filled with hurt, but she said, "You don't have to do that." Spice's words were strong but shaky, and she didn't have much to say in response. Just happened every second of the slap is recorded, transforming an intense moment of unfiltered passion into a reality TV event that would go viral in a matter of hours. The aftermath was nothing short of spectacular, with both women afterward as the program aired and social media erupted in reactions. Fans and castmates were split on how to feel about the incident. Spice acknowledged that she had behaved out of rage, and Jasmine was understandably offended, claiming that she never deserved such treatment. Some helped Spice realize that her annoyances stemmed from enduring problems. In addition to being a painful reminder that in the world of reality TV, emotions frequently run deeper than the cameras can capture, and that sometimes things spiral out of control, others joined Jasmine in denouncing the violence and asking whether such behavior should be tolerated in the name of entertainment. For Spice and Jasmine, this moment would be permanently etched into their respective journeys on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Before they are stopped by anyone, fans were left in disbelief and stunned silence. The scene was set for yet another dramatic chapter in the history of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but nobody could have foreseen the explosive altercation between Jasmine Washington, a woman with ties to rapper Scrappy and a turbulent past in the ATL scene, and Spice, a fiery Jamaican dancehall artist known for her unapologetic attitude and larger-than-life persona. Nothing could have prepared her for the emotional tempest that was about to happen, even though she had been juggling a lot of problems in her personal life, job, and of course, the drama with her co-stars. When things rapidly got out of hand, Jasmine, who had already caused friction for a few of the women in the group, was sitting with Spice. Jasmine's previous relationships with Scrappy and the way she conducted herself in the group had won her both respect and contempt, but there was an underlying sense of annoyance that had been boiling for weeks. But it all began with a dispute after Jasmine said something that seemed to lighten the mood. There was noticeable tension in the room. The other women sat in uncomfortable quiet, realizing that things were going to get worse. Spice, who never wanted to hold back, spoke sharply, her words cutting each statement with an intensity that left little space for compromise or discussion. Never one to back down, Jasmine gave a polite response, and the back and forth swiftly intensified with strong levels of emotion. It was evident that the two ladies had reached a breaking point in their conflict, which was now about pride rather than words, grievances, and the long-simmering, deeply ingrained frustrations.